May was a busy month for the Sheriff's Office, with staff participating in a variety of professional, fundraising, and community events. Here's a quick recap. During National Police Week this month, MCSO and law enforcement agencies across the country recognized and honored law enforcement and corrections officers and deputies who lost their lives in the line of duty. The Sheriff's Office Honor Guard, comprised of both corrections and law enforcement personnel, conducted ceremonies at the Lowell Memorial in Southwest Portland and the Law Enforcement Memorial in Troutdale. 2 fallen MCSO members were added to the Oregon Fallen Law Enforcement Memorial during this year's ceremony at the DPSST Academy in Salem. Corrections and law enforcement staff participated in this year's nationwide Walk for Wishes fundraising event at the Oregon Zoo, sponsored by the Make-A-Wish Foundation. This unique fundraiser helps make wishes come true for kids with critical illnesses. The MCSO River Patrol, along with the Coast Guard and Clark County Marine Patrol, provided education and safety demonstrations for area boaters during National Safe Boating Week. Both corrections and law enforcement members were honored this month during back-to-back National Appreciation Weeks, where public safety professionals were recognized for their hard work and dedication to their communities. For this year's Take Your Child to Work Day, kids of MCSO staff were sworn in as junior deputies, explored police vehicles and equipment, and enjoyed some quality time with K-9 Ranger. And of course, there was plenty of pizza. Our communications team hosted a virtual job fair live on Facebook, reaching over 1,300 people from around the country, with Sergeant Brandon Pedro and Deputy Lindsay Stiff answering questions submitted by viewers about what it's like working in the corrections field. And Corrections Deputy Quonisha James was assigned to the Human Resources Unit as a full-time sworn recruiter. She's working hard to innovate and enhance MCSO's recruitment strategy.
This is a challenging time for all public safety agencies to recruit new staff, but focusing our resources has allowed us to create an overall recruitment strategy to help relieve some of the pressure on MCSO staff. So far, some of the things we've been concentrating on are broadening our exposure on the internet by posting on a variety of websites and job boards, expanding our social media advertising campaign with informational posts and a question and answer live stream with Sergeant Brandon Pedro and Deputy Lindsay Stiff, and increasing our presence in community events, colleges, military bases, and job fairs focused on applicants that may be interested in public safety. Although it's only been a month since we've increased our efforts, we've received lots of positive feedback and people are applying. I would encourage all MCSO staff to get involved, attend an event, and if you know anyone who's interested in working in our field, please tell them to apply.
Chief Deputy Monty Reiser was the only member who retired from the Sheriff's Office this month, and I want to thank him for his dedication and service to MCSO and the citizens of Multnomah County. I wish you the very best retirement will bring. This month, I want to take a few moments to talk about community trust. As we all know, trust is a perishable commodity. It's something we have to work on each day. As a core principle of both procedural justice and community policing, building and maintaining trust is critical to our ability to protect the communities we serve. It's really important that the community trusts that what we're doing is right and just. When the community believes in us, they're more willing to report crime and participate in the criminal justice processes that help us hold people accountable. Last March, I had the opportunity to visit with residents of Corbett and hear firsthand about the positive relationship they have with their community resource deputy, Rocky Graziano. His efforts exemplify the spirit and benefits of building community trust. Please watch as Rocky and a few Corbett residents talk about the special bond they share. Stay safe out there.
Community policing is different than regular policing, I would say. A community police officer is embedded within the community, and it's all about trust building. There's more of a commitment on getting to know the community on a day-to-day basis, both good and bad, versus patrol officers or deputies typically respond to incidents after they've already occurred.
The regular patrol deputies they just don't have the time and they don't have the resources to support my concerns.
I've been with the Sheriff's Office for 26 years. 17 of those years have been in Corbett. Originally, I was the School Resource Officer for 6 years, and presently I've been assigned as the Community Resource Officer for the past 11 years.
Joe, because he knows the community so well, is able to be made available to me and also give me insight with information that helps me to resolve a lot of the livability issues that the County Health Department addresses out here in Corbett.
Corbett is not an actual city. They're more of a township in the unincorporated area. They have their own fire department, their own water district, and their own school district. And they all work together under the auspices of a community association to address any issues or concerns within the community. My role in the community is to be there as a resource and sometimes an advocate to help the citizens with any issues that they might have. It could be just assisting at the store with an ongoing, maybe a theft or a fraud issue. It could be offering resources or advice to a family on a civil matter or even a potential elder abuse situation. There's just a number of situations that the community officer is involved in.
I think the most important thing Deputy Graziano has done is create the Citizens Patrol. And that's a group of a couple dozen citizens up here. And they patrol routinely up here to kind of back up the Sheriff's Office. It's a force multiplier. Joe's got 2 sets of eyes, but he just added 24 more people that are running around here. And even when they're not on duty, they're essentially always the eyes and ears of the Sheriff's Department.
Being a community resource officer is very important to me. It's become a part of my life and in a way who I am. Over the years, I've developed friendships with members of the community. I've built trust, and whenever they're a victim of a crime or some other type of serious incident, it really affects me, and I want to help them resolve the matter as quickly as possible.
During the Eagle Creek fire, we didn't get notice for up here that we needed to be on our way and get ready to go. And all of a sudden there was a knock on the door. We were told you've got 30 minutes to get out. And I got down the hill and Rocky was sitting down there at the corner of Brower Road and Larch Mountain Road. And I said, oh, I feel comfortable stopping there and asking him, did you contact this neighbor? Did you get a hold of that neighbor? And he's like, oh, I've got this person and I'll send somebody off for that person and thank you so much. And it's really important to be able to feel like you can stop, you can ask something and no one says, move on, ma'am, or keep going. You know, it's the ability to have the comfort to know that you can ask him something and he's not going to blow you off, or, I mean, he's going to be right there for you.
Our ability to provide true community policing is important, and I'm really proud to be a part of this.